One wrong move and the hope of rebuilding Syria could vanish overnight. And for the US, this is about reestablishing influence. Because let's be honest, in the Middle East, America's grip isn't what it used to be. Russia, China, Iran, they've all been gaining ground. So bringing Syria into the US orbit again, that's a power move. Trump wants to show that Washington still holds the key to peace, power, and apparently political comebacks. If he can get al-Sharaa to join the anti-ISIS coalition and maybe even talk about Israel, that's a foreign policy headline he'll love. How's the rest of the region reacting? Arab media is buzzing. Some are calling it a new dawn for Syria's diplomacy. Others see it as pure political theater that Syria is being used as a pawn in Washington's regional chessboard. Inside Syria, the mood is mixed. Many people are hopeful, desperate, even for sanctions relief. But others worry that cozying up to the US could mean compromising on sovereignty or worse, repeating history. Regardless of how this plays out, this visit is historic, no question. Since 1946, no Syrian president has ever set foot inside the White House. Not Hafez al-Assad, not Bashar al-Assad, none. For decades, the US and Syria were enemies across every war, every negotiation table, every UN vote. And now, suddenly, a handshake could reset 80 years of hostility. That's monumental. It also shows how unpredictable geopolitics can be. Yesterday's warlord can become today's partner. Yesterday's enemy can become tomorrow's guest. So, what's next? If this visit goes well, we could see a phased repeal of sanctions, maybe some humanitarian aid packages, and eventually Syria rejoining regional economic groups. If it fails, though, it will be another headline in a long list of missed opportunities. But here's the takeaway. In global politics, there are no permanent friends, no permanent enemies, only permanent interests. And right now, Syria and the US might finally have some shared ones. So yeah, the same guy who once fought against US troops is now being escorted down the West Wing hallway. A country that's been sanctioned, bombed, and isolated for decades is suddenly at the center of global diplomacy. It's confusing, it's ironic, and honestly, it's history in real time. Because what's happening between Washington and Damascus this week isn't just about two presidents shaking hands. It's about whether the world can move past decades of war, sanctions, and distrust, or whether we'll keep replaying the same headlines for another generation. I'm Mazar, that was a breakdown. If you like the video, hit the like button, talk to me in the comments, share it with your friends, and do subscribe to the channel for more such videos. Thank you for watching.